Hi everybody. Just getting set up. How's everybody? Okay. Perfect. So we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and in the Zoom room as well. I see people in the Zoom room already. And we've got people on Twitter, on the YouTube channel. Okay, let's get going, guys. Remember, this is your time. I'm going to go through a few things today that perhaps you don't do at the moment. Maybe you do. One of them is a little bit of how to back test and combine some of the strategies. So if you've got any questions during that, please let me know. So let's get started. Just make sure that you can all hear me. Just give me a nod in the chat on the Zoom room and everybody, just to make sure that we can get going. Otherwise, I'm doing it to a deaf audience. Okay, cool. Right. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to look at gold on the range breakout, and I'm going to talk about how you would use expert algo as well, and how you would back test and look at when these things are happening, and how to trade them. We're going to go and look at the roller coaster as well, a bit of harmonics, and that sort of thing. So don't forget, if you've got any questions. Hi Bando, hi Bob. So just let's get going anyway, right? I think that's the best thing to do. Right, this is gold futures. Let's just look at the 5-minute chart. Remember, we use the range breakout on the 5-minute for gold. Okay, so when we get the gold European pit open, the tag is in red. We're only looking for shorts at this stage. We don't short into support, remember, so we've got some. So these are things you should be looking at before that gold pit open. And in the Discord group, Damien, if you can put that in both chats, in the restream and the Zoom room. Some mornings I just put these out there for people just so they can understand where they are. Okay. We've got some overnight highs, overnight lows, and we need to frame the chart. And some of you may be sick and tired of me saying that, but you need to do it. Okay, so this is important as well. So coming into that European Open, we've been rangy during the night. We've got that negative bias, but we're looking for the short. We don't want to short into support. So if we're going to take this short from this opening range here, if we go big on the chart, we've got to make sure it breaches these lows just here. Okay, it didn't do that. You see how? And it came back up to test the top of the range. Then we came back down again. The bias in the range turns red, and then we break that low. That is the 20 tick scalp that you need for that range breakout there. Okay, very, very cool. We've got continuous trading opportunities with range breakouts only if the bias is red or green, not if it's yellow. So when we come back through the bias, it's red, then turns to yellow, and then we come back down again. What you should be doing right now at this point, as it's come back down and find higher support, is switching. Okay, I'm going to highlight this zone here. Okay, this is very important. I'm going to do that in a different color so you can see it. Let's go blue. And let's just make that a little fadey there. Okay, so when you've got your chart set up like this, okay, what you're looking for then on other time frames, and 12 minutes, I always talk about 12-minute time frame as a favorite of mine, is we are looking for expert algo signals. Okay, so we've had the short, it's moved back through. We didn't get the range breakout trade here because it was yellow and we're going into resistance. But you should understand this behavior now. It's pulled back, and looking at the manager, we're lower than average volume. It's going sideways. It's not going down. Okay, that's the main important thing. It's not going down on higher than average volume. We seem to be holding support on lower than average volume with these blue dots. So we're looking for signals in a different type of strategy now. And this is where the expert algo comes in. So obviously this is my sort of trade up for gold at different times of day. This bottom chart may be on 3 or 5 minutes. It's on 1 minute at this time. So I see then we need to make sure we're going above this resistance, but also now I'm getting 4, 5, 6. So I'm interested. My interest is there again with gold. Okay, so I get a 4-star buy signal here. Okay, now we have got some overnight resistance here. So this again may stop you from getting in that 4-star signal, because we don't want to go long in there. We then get a 5-star, then we get a 6-star. Now this, when this happens, the momentum is building to give you 10 out of 12, 11 out of 12, and then 12 out of 12 points of control. There's a hell of a lot going for this long, okay? A hell of a lot. Entry, again, sensibly for me, above this resistance zone, okay? Just above the 6-star buy, okay? Where's my next sort of resistance? That's at those tops there from the previous day, okay? Around about there. Okay, so quite a big risk here. So you would probably switch to micros, and those that come to my live trading and the next one's next Monday would have seen that, you know, I'll switch to micros if there's a big range. It's about consistently getting those trades in and winning. So, you know, stop would be really just below the 6-star buy candle here. We're not going down to the pivots here. We've had momentum build 4, 5, 6-star. Okay, so this is where our stop would be, or even just below there. Okay, just below that support and resistance zone. Let's change that red for danger, and then all we do is we say, what's our risk to reward? Click, click, there. Okay, so we're over 1 to 1.6 to that next resistance zone. That's fresh air. You've got to go for the trade. You've looked at, go through it again. You traded the short there. You understand that it's come back through that European opening range. It's tried to push through this resistance. It's come back down. Using the manager, you can see that's lower than average volume. The picture is building. Okay, so that's the range breakout, the manager. Now all of a sudden we've got to think, right, what other strategy have we got? And this is why these XBRAT trading indicators are all designed for different types of market conditions. If you have them all, you can trade lots of different market conditions and continuously trade. So we have that 4, 5, 6, we get the entry, and then we use the manager to manage the trades. Okay, so let's look at this behavior from the manager here. We get this through, we come back down, and then we find support at this resistance that we've got. Previous sort of support and resistance zone, lower than average volume on this 12-minute. Pushes up, almost breaches, hits that next resistance zone. Good time to take your profit. I mean, little trick here when you're using TradingView. I only found this by mistake the other day. With NinjaTrader, you have to press Shift and Control to move the chart. And I was using NinjaTrader, moved over to TradingView, and press Shift and Control, and then this is what happens. You get the measuring tool. So if you put your cursor there, press Shift and Control, and you can use the measuring tool. Very cool. Or it's on the left here. So we've got here tick wise 60 ticks. That's not bad actually. But look at this when it comes back down. Okay, so we've got an up candle. It's a grey candle with higher than average volume. We get a down candle, but with a very big wick here, higher than average volume. So what it's done is tested this previous support and resistance zone, and it's rejected those lows on higher than average volume. Okay, so that's saying stay in. Okay, your ribbon's still green. We get a down candle again now with higher than average volume, but it's less volume than the previous one because it's cyan. Okay, that's important. Volume's dropping off. We then pick up again, okay, with higher than average volume and a red candle. This is a one candle wonder. What happens next? Total indecision doji, and that's a bullish harami form on average volume, no dot above or below. Then we get the green candles higher than average volume, green candle higher than average volume. We get another rejection of those lows at higher than average volume. The ribbon for the manager stays green, okay? We get a rejection of the highs on higher than average volume, but then we just, momentum keeps going again until we push through. Managers staying, stay in. The manager is like having me sat next to you trading, okay? This is what I look for. I look for average volume, higher or lower. I look at the volume from one candle to the next. I look at price action. And what this does, if you look at those, that training for the manager, it talks about how to read this behavior and how to stay in the trade. Again, what we're looking for here now is right now, this is a 74 tick move. Okay. We've had great move up. This has become parabolic for me compared to the rest of this movement. So we can actually change the manager now, and we can put it aggressive if we wish. Okay. We can see now that the cloud has gone higher. It's still green, so we're good. What we can do is we can say, right, let's go 3 candles behind, below the low of the cloud, and that's where our trading stop is there. If we're happy with that, we could, in fact, go down to a lower time frame. Let's say the 5 minute. Put the manager back on moderate, and then we can see on the 5 minute, we've got a nice little pivot here. That would be a good place to stop, to put your trailing stop. So it's about understanding those different time frames to help you manage the trade, but also look at different types of strategies to trade that trade. Because you might not get a massive trade out of one particular strategy in a day because market conditions change. And this is why over the last 2 or 3 years, I've developed all these different XBRAT indicators. And to be honest, there's only one more coming, because then we've got all the market conditions we need, whether it's roller coaster, Elliott wave, range breakout, the XBRAT algo, the harmonics. We've got them all. I'm not going to develop anymore. Okay, we've got the set. Okay, and if you haven't got the set, we've got some great news in that what we've done is we've got xbrattrading.com now, and all of the XBRAT trading indicators are on this website. So if you've got 1 or 2 of them now and you're struggling to get the rest, whether it's money or that sort of thing, on this website, and I'll put the links in everywhere, you can rent to buy. Okay, so let me just put that in there. What will happen is, say you've got the XBRAT algo and you've got Elliott wave and you've got manager, but the XBRAT breakout really interests you. Trading View, Ninja Trader, and Motive Wave, you can go through on that website there and give you more information on and some videos on that particular product. When you want to go and get started, you can go and rent to buy. Okay, so the XBRAT range breakout is $39 a month for 12 months, and then it converts to a lifetime license. Okay, it's finished, you're done. Okay, so it's rent to buy, it's a payment plan. So what this does is allows people to, you can get a lifetime license if you want straight away, but it allows people to build the set of indicators they need to trade every single market conditions, so that you can, you can get to full-time trading. And we have people training combines with lots of these different strategies, because on one day one strategy will be good, on the next day it may not work because the market conditions change. And the idea with all of these is that we have what you need for all market conditions: XBRAT algo, the range breakout, the Elliott wave, the manager to manage all the trades in everything, whichever strategy, the roller coaster, and the auto harmonics. So that's that. Let me put that back across there. Any questions on what I just covered on gold first, please? If anybody's got any questions, please let me know. If not, we will move on. So 12-minute Bob is right. 12-minute is better than 15 or 10. Okay, 10 minutes good for currencies. Okay, 12-minute is good for gold, oil, metals and energies. It's just with experience, really. I'm not just looking for a 4, 5, 6. If I'd have got a 6, I'd have gone. Okay, but 4, 5, 6 momentum's building. You can't ignore that. Okay, 12 minutes is a big one for me with index futures, with metals and things like that, and to be honest, on currencies as well. It's something that I always have preferred to use for a long time. It's like the 89 EMA cloud. Not a lot of people have heard of that before for swing trading. Yeah, 5-minute on gold for the range breakout. Absolutely. So for the range breakout strategy, it's different time frames. So for metals and energy, it's futures, it's 5 minutes. For currencies, it's 10 minutes for the range breakout. And for indexes, it's 15 minutes. Okay, they're the different time frames that you use for the range breakout. And I'm going to show you the range breakout now on here. And again, another type of so this is US dollar Japanese yen. Okay, this is very tradable, very tradable. 6J if you are trading the futures, behaves exactly the same sort of thing. So what we get here is we get the gold pit open for Europe. And again, this is 8 a.m. European time, lots more volatility coming in, more volume in the currencies. So that's when we get some more action, if you like. So we have this gold Europe pit open. The range breakout is labeled red. So you're only looking for shorts. Okay. You've got to look left. Oh, there's no support all the way down to here. Okay, all the way down to there. That's really where the support is. There's a bit there, but not a lot. There's one pivot. Okay, one pivot. That's it. But the next real support is sort of down there. There's a little bit here, but not a great deal. So that's the sort of thing where we're looking at there. Okay, so again, we look at the gold pit open, looking red, looking for an entry short. We've got the London Stock Exchange open. We're looking for an entry short. If you've missed that one, it goes down, 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 down. The manager is saying stay in until this point here. Okay, so this is a massive move on US dollar Japanese yen, or 6J for futures. This is on the 10-minute time frame. So what it does is defines the range. Okay, but also more importantly, it gives you the bias for the range. So if it's green, you go long. If it's red, you go short. If it's yellow, you stay away. Okay, and then just use the manager to manage the trade. It is, it's that simple. Okay, it's been made that simple. Sometimes you don't get a trade. Sometimes you do. You look for different market conditions. We go to the indexes here. So indexes, let's go to M2K, which is the RTY. We've got a really big thick zone here. I'm just going to go to the hourly just to show you where this zone came from. Just going to adjust it slightly. Okay, there. So what we have with this is on the hourly, that's why I had it there. I want to touch those bottoms there. So we've got some major pivots on the hourly, both support and resistance here. This is where this big zone comes in for me right now. So on the 15-minute for range breakouts for indexes. So we can see the London opening range is right inside that support and resistance zone. It's really not very tradable. Then we get the New York Stock Exchange opening range here. It's labeled red for a start. It defines the range. You're looking for a short breakout, and you're looking for a short breakout to the downside here, and that moves 267 ticks. So what we say, if you trade right out of that opening range, you've got to set a profit target, especially with indexes because they're quite volatile. Now, for me, 200, 250 ticks is fantastic, especially if you trade in RTY, the full contract. This is the micro. But if you have got the patience to listen to the manager, allow the manager to do its job, because look, this pullback against the main bearish trend, lower than average volume, it's running out of juice. Again, look at the colors of the candles here. We've got a rejection candle on higher volume than the previous up candle, which is a dodgy sign, but it's average volume. We've got a grey candle average volume. We've got a green candle average volume. So this green candle has slightly more volume than this one, but then that runs out of juice again. We've got cyan, which is a down candle. Then we've got a grey candle, lower than average volume, up candle. Now, the current candle that we're on, lower than average volume right now, and it's not really liking to go higher. So the manager's saying, if you want to be true to yourself and not take the risk, put your stop loss at your entry, okay? Give the manager time. If you give the manager time to work for you, it will maximize profits consistently. Yes, in this case, it could go and take you out at break even. But what happens a lot of the time is when we get this behavior of lower than average volume pulling back against the trend of the day, runs out of juice, starts to come back down again. And the manager's designed to keep you in the trade, okay? For me right now, trading this, I'm staying in the trade, but I'm risk-free. Yes, I'm allowing this to run up. It's running out of juice. It should turn back down, but I've made it risk-free. So there's no real risk to me here. This is a good-looking trade. So that's, again, range breakout on different time frames for different types of instruments. What I want to go through now is quickly, and I'm using this as an example. It's crypto, it's Solano. I've got a lot of Solano. I keep buying it, and my inner circle buy it with me as well. So I want to talk about harmonics. So this is the hourly time frame. Harmonic patterns don't occur a lot, okay? But when they do, they're very strong. And when they complete in this auto completion zone, so this back pattern completed in this auto completion zone. So that's back in the day when I used to go to America to do training, I did weekends and we did ABC corrections. And then we tried to look at ABCD corrections. And there was lots of fib extensions and retracements from this ABC, and where they overlapped and where that best overlap was the point where that was the sweet spot for the D pivot to complete, okay? And this now is done automatically for you. So when this happens, the resulting bullish trade, guess why it's a resulting bullish trade? It's colored in green for you, okay? You want to be looking to go long. When do you go long? To be honest, I use the manager. I wait, I look for this move up. Yeah, I've got a green candle. I've got another green candle. So I'm accumulating buyers now. Another green candle, higher than average volume. Another one with higher than average volume. I'm going to go. I'm going to buy some more. Okay, because that momentum's really, really going. And then you can see there, this was a massive move from there all the way up to those highs. That was 2000. That was 21% move. So fantastic move. And if you're trading this, so if you're spot trading this, or if it's just another instrument, the manager's just turning red. Get out. Got a question. So Eric, yeah, it's great that you love the harmonic pattern indicator. Yeah, we'd love to include Cypher and Shark. I think Shark will probably be the first one, but right now the dev team is so busy with this auto trader for NinjaTrader. I mean, I've been doing 12, 14-hour days this week, trying to find fault with it. When I find fault, it goes back to them to rectify this. So we're in this bug fixing phase now. And then we've got a special heat map, bias heat map that we're developing next. And I think after this quarter will be clear, because I've got no new indicators then ever to develop. Okay. Then we will start to bolster the harmonics and add other patterns. Okay. Cool. To be honest, Bob, I don't think you will, because what happens with TradingView is a different type of logic. So obviously, you can put orders on manually with this and connect to TradeStation, for example, to your broker or to whatever. But the logic for auto trading wouldn't work with TradingView right now. So we are really looking. TradeStation works phenomenally. Okay. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. This website isn't ready yet, so please don't subscribe. Okay. But I'm going to give you this link. This link gives you to the new subscription. Once we've got NinjaTrader, the website will go live. But this link works, okay? This link will go to the TradeStation one. It's got the equity curves. It's got all the different bits and bobs for everything on there. And what you can do is download the report. So you may not like TradeStation. You may not like NinjaTrader, but the auto traders are phenomenal. They are hot snot. They work very well. And if you were part of our Discord group, and I even live on Monday, we'd already made $500, $600, $700 in the trade room manually trading. And all of a sudden, we had 4 of the auto traders kicking live while I was live with everybody. And those made thousands, okay? And I didn't have to do anything. It did it all. So on this web page here, you can go and have a look, okay? At the moment, none of the other information is there, but it will be put in. But it's about margin requirement, what you need for ES, NASDAQ, oil, that sort of thing. And then you can download the full report. So if you click on here, you can fill in your details, download the performance report, click it there, and there you have the performance report for oil, okay? Profit factor, 4.61. Do you know that institutions will consider an auto trader profit factor as extremely good? Anything over 1.6, okay? This is 4.6, okay? Go through, look at the average winning trade, average losing trade, all that sort of thing. One of the big things you want to look at is this equity curve, okay? So this equity curve from January 2020 all the way up to January 2022, you can see here we start off with around about $23,000. Account size value now is over $42,500. Okay, so this is the main important thing there. So it's not just that profit factor, it's that equity curve, and you'll see there are drawdowns periods during here because nothing's perfect in this world. But when you've got a profit factor of anything above 1.6, it's a very, very strong auto trader. So you may not be able to afford, for example, to go to for oil or whatever. NQ, you need $16,000 in your account just to trade one contract of NQ, but the profit factor is 2.72, and for a very volatile instrument, that is phenomenal. Okay, so you've got average winning trade 866, average losing trade 860. Okay, very, very similar, but your percentage profitable trade 73%. So when you download the report here, okay, you will look at the equity curve. And you'll see, yeah, starting with about $23,000, ending up nearly $70,000. So it's about what you trade size, account size you've got, and what you can do. But with this new website, I'm not going to lie, it's not for everybody. It's $300 a month. But what you do is you get a choice of 3 of these. So if you want to do the 3 micros, the MES, the MNQ, and the MCL, You can choose those ones, and every month you will have access to these full time, and you will be able to trade those full time. And it'll be the same with NinjaTrader as well. So we are not going to try and reinvent the wheel for TradingView, to be honest. I've got a TradingView platform, but it's not a broker. It's a great trading platform. Who do you want to trade with? I've got a TradeStation account, I've got a NinjaTrader account, I've got 2 or 3 other accounts. But I connect my TradeStation account to TradingView. So for example, on here, one of these somewhere. Oh, here on the gold, I'm connected to TradeStation here. So if I'm trading gold, I'm trading live straight onto TradeStation. But then I can put the auto trader on TradeStation as well, and boom, goes. And when we put the montage video out for last Monday's live trading session, is you will see I'm actually looking at the auto traders that have triggered on TradeStation on my TradingView chart because it's connected. Okay, that's one of the big things there. One of the big things. So I just wanted to go. Where are we now? This one. Okay. So I've done some videos recently using the Renko charts with the roller coaster. Very, very powerful on futures. Very, very powerful. However, you've got to get into the groove. Okay. So I'm going to show you now one of the things to do when you're looking in the groove. So you just need to, you need to come out a little bit here. So the thing is with Renko on TradingView, it's different. It's better than what you can get on any other platform because it's like a time-based thing as well. So what happens is you can get the box size assignment method. We use ATR, okay, average true range 14 on this Renko. You can't get this on many other platforms, which is a shame, and it probably will come. But this is a really great thing with TradingView because the roller coaster works extremely well with this ATR and length 14, okay, average, and the source is close. So what we've got is the roller coaster is a combination. It's really a stochastic MACD cross, which in itself is a very complicated strategy to use. But then I added over the years, I added some more things to that, okay, which gives you sort of better control over the trades, where to manage the trades, that sort of thing. Now, traditionally, I've used a roller coaster for swing trading stocks. So when I get a 5th wave complete on an Elliott wave and it starts to move back down, I'm looking for a trend reversal, and the roller coaster is phenomenal for that. But recently, I've been really looking into using this Renko type chart, the time-based Renko chart, with TradingView, and the results are phenomenal. I've made a couple of videos recently. One I made today, which is going out next week, about looking at different types of futures contracts with this Renko on different time frames. So it's about finding the groove. So again, it's about back testing. So you've got the roller coaster, you trade MES, right? I'm on the 3-minute with the Renko with the ATR 14. Okay, so I'm just gonna look back. I'm gonna look back, to what, December, 21st of December, just over a month. Okay, and I'm going to look at the trades because it's already on the chart. So this thing is very easy to back test. So to only go back to a month, 2 months, that's all you need, because once you find the time frame that's in the groove, you just get it won't present lots of great trades all the time, but you've got to be in it to win it, and you when you are, it goes. So here, what happens is, you just go back a long time. We go back to November. When we get this, we get a signal to go long here, and the stop loss is printed. Once the trade starts to move, the trading stop gets printed for you. When the Renko goes through there, take out the trade. So winner, okay? Then the roller coaster comes back down, on a small dip, moves back up again, we get a long entry where the green line is, stop here, trailing stop. It's a little winner, but it's a winner. And then the roller coaster turns back down, but this time it recognizes there's a short trade here. Again, entry, trailing stop, taken out, winner, little winner. Roller coaster continues to come back down. Don't be disheartened that you missed that trade. It doesn't matter. It's in the past, okay? You've got a signal to go along here. There's a stop, boom, all the way up. Trailing stop gets taken out. Next trade, the roller coaster comes back down, starts to move back up again. Entry long, stop loss, trailing stop, profit. Roller coaster turns back down, profit, okay? Tiptoed into this one, taken out, one loss, okay? One loss. Winner, yeah, because that trailing stop was taken out. Little winner, okay? This one lost, two losses, okay? Trailing stop taken out, winner, 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 winner. Okay, so two losses out of, when we started, we went to, where did we start? We started on this big one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 trades, two losses. Okay, who can give me the percentage for that? It's a high percentage win rate. So that's the groove for MES. Okay, that 3 minute on the Renko on this trading view using the roller coaster, that's in the groove. You may get smaller wins, you don't get many losses, but you get some big wins in there as well. Okay, so that's the groove. Let's choose. Anybody trade anything other futures contract? You want me to have a look? Come on, one of you tell me. Then you can see I haven't prepared it and I can look for the groove. If there is one. NG, okay. Right, well, the 3 minutes here again. Again, what I'm going to do, just go big there, and I'm going to go there. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to do this sort of big overview there and go back to October, a few months, and I'm just going to look how many losing trades we get just offhand here. 1, 2, 3, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 3 out of 19. Okay, so you're talking about 15% losing rate there on the 3 minute. Now, take a little note, 15%, so an 85% win rate, 3 minute Renko NG on the ATR 14. Let's go to 5 minutes, same period. What happens? Okay, do I see any big winners in there as well? That's what I'm looking for as well. Same sort of period, back to October. 1 loser, 2 losers, 3, 4. I've already got more losers on the 5 minute Renko. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Straight away, got more losers. Okay, more losers using the Renko on the 5 minute. I've probably got a 70% win rate on the 5 minute, but on the 3 minute. So the Renko settings are specific to TradingView. Okay, so you've got when you just click it onto Renko here, you put it on the 3 minute time frame, and automatically the standard settings are ATR 14. This 0.035, that's worked out automatically for you. Okay, but you've got to find the groove. So then let's just go to 12 minute, my favorite time frame. Is this in the groove for natural gas? So let's go back to the end of October again. one loser, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That didn't get taken in. So 7 losers there as well. So all of a sudden now I know that this 3 minute on NG, I may not get massive winners every single time, but I've got an 85% win rate. 3 minute Renko NG using the roller coaster. Okay, it's that simple. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Why not? Crypto, we're going to use BTC, USD, Coinbase. That's good data. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay. So usually the smaller time frames aren't very good with crypto, but we will see. We will go back to because there's a lot more trades purely because the price movements are a lot more on crypto. So when you were looking at the price of 52,000, 37,000 on Bitcoin compared to the price on NG, that's why you've got so many more trades. Okay, so we just got to be very mindful of that. That the bigger the price of an instrument, the more trade you're going to get with Renko, especially on those smaller time frames. So if I go to an hour, for example, you will see still, quite a lot more trades. This is from October here. We got a loser, we got a loser, we got a loser. So hour's not the right time frame. It's got some good winners in here, but hour's not the right time frame. What about the 30-minute time frame? Okay. Going back to October, huge winner there. Loser, winner, loser, 2 losers, winner, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad. 5, 6 losers out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 28, 6 losers out of 28. So what's that as a percentage, guys? Boom, 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 quick. 6 out of 28. You really need to go back a few months to get a decent example. If you're on a 1 minute time frame, obviously you don't want to go back 3 months; it'd take you forever. But I've gone back on the 30 minutes. You see how this number changes here to 300 with the ATR 14 on Renko. That's because Renko is a block of its price. Okay, so Bitcoin's very expensive. Yeah, so you've got to really be reality. But 30 minutes is not a bad win rate. I would say it's around about 80% win rate. Using the roller coaster on the 30-minute Renko would be Bitcoin US dollar. Okay, so that to me pretty good. Yeah. Anybody got anything else that they trade regularly? Want to look at the roller coaster on Renko before we move on? What time is it? Okay, I've got 15 minutes left. Come on, shout out. Anybody? Nobody. Cool, blimey. Not very talkative tonight. Forex. Let's have a look. Let's go to my watch list for currencies. We'll go to the standard euro US dollar. And we'll start at 3 minutes. Ooh, wow, this looks good, doesn't it? Let's go to 12. So for, you see this again, you've got to look at how many trades. So we're going back 18th of Jan, it's a long time. Okay, here we're going back to 10th of Jan. So that gives us 20 days. So let's go back 20 days. Winner, 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 loser, 2 losers, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 out of 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 29, 7 out of 29. So on that 3 minutes, 7 out of 29 are losers. So 22 out of 29 are winners. Okay, which is okay. To be honest, Bob, it's good on all futures. You've just got to find the groove and the right time frame. Just bear with me a minute because I've just heard some orders submitted on the Ninja Trader Auto Trader. I just want to check on those and see what they are. Let's go to orders, ES and MES. ES. Okay. That's in. You see, we're still having problems. This initial stop should be underneath the pivot here. Okay. It's working well. MES, again, the same. It's in profit. And again, go to the end. Why is it not going to the end? Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. So what I'm doing is at the moment, we're trying to do the bug fixes. So one of the biggest things at the moment, and when you're trading XBRAT manually, you should also consider this, is that what we do is when we do the auto trader, we put the stop at the previous pivot and then we work out max risk. So for ES, for example, it might be 148 ticks from that pivot to that start point, if you like, for the trade. If we're above that, we don't take the trade. That's max risk. And at the moment, we're still getting the bug right to get that initial stop for the order underneath this pivot. Don't get me wrong, they're all, they're all in profit at the moment, these auto trades. But it's just an example to show you what we're doing at the moment to try, to get this really, it's got to be hot snot for me. It's got to be it's got to be perfect. So right now, you see, we only 2 points in profits and just come in. But the main thing is the orders are on. Everything's working. It's accepted. The orders are flowing through. It's taking the order when it should take the order. The signal's there. It's being generated. The only thing we're having bugs with now is we did have a massive bug with Heikinashi, but that's working now from the update from overnight. And now the next thing is this max. You see, this has already taken a short today. The auto trader took this short winner and it took that profit at that point here. Now it's taken the long, okay, auto trade. So there's still quite a few bug fixes to do. I think we're another week or so away on this before we let it out. So it's got to be perfect for me, and that's why I'm putting a lot of hours with it. But very, very happy that we're getting the execution right, really. So euros, US dollar on the 3 minute, we got around about 75% win rate on the Renko there with the roller coaster. We've got a 12 minute, again, one of my favorite time frames, but is it good on roller coaster. That's the thing you've got to think about here. Is it good on? Is it in the groove? No, it's not. I can see straight away. It's picking up the roller coaster motion, but we can see that this range bound period here through November to January, we're too high a time frame for that range. Okay, so when we identify that range, we can see that we're not getting many losing trades in there. Okay, this is all what you got to do when you back test. This stuff works, guys. I've spent years trading this, but you've still got to back test it once you get it. You've got to find the groove for the roller coaster. So we're not getting many losers, but the winners aren't great in this. So we've got to come down time frames to get this roller coaster within this range to get bigger trades. So again, what we do then is we go down to the 5 minute. What's it like in that range? Okay, not bad. We're getting some good winners in there. We're not getting many losers, to be honest. What's the 10 minute like? Okay, in that range. Again, we're not getting many losers, but the winners aren't massive. Yeah, so we go to the 3 minute, and again, it's just about understanding where we go. That range is going to change slightly because we're on Renko, but the idea is to go through what you trade, and when you're using a roller coaster on this Renko is to just do the back testing, and hopefully you've seen that today with other things that I've done to use different types of strategies. So if I just go back to futures and MES, put it back on the 3 minute. Okay. So again, the roller coaster didn't pick up this move at the moment. It did, it just took it out. So, but I know that this 3 minute on the Renko is my sweet spot for trading Renko. But I've got to have other time frames to help me, other different types of strategies to trade here. So on the 15 minute on the range breakout, we can see now that the ranges have turned green. So the bias is bullish here, which is good. If I really wanted to be very, very careful, I'd be going long through here. I've got that 5-star buy signal here on the 15 minute. You know, you can take that. You've got a 6-star on the 12 minute. I've got the auto traders that have taken those on the 15 minute. We've got the 6-star buy here. So, you know, an entry at 4.57450 wouldn't be too bad if I've not got the auto trader. But again, it's about different indicators for different types of market conditions. Renko had a little trade today, okay, but there are some other trading opportunities, and that's how the XBRAT works. You've got different indicators for different market conditions. Yes, I do prefer to use ATR on Renko instead of traditional, Eric. Absolutely. Because it works better with my indicators. Okay. I know my indicators are good because I've been trading the strategies for years. No problem. Let me go through there. Euro, Japanese yen on the roller coaster. Okay. So let's just go back to currencies algo, Euro, Japanese yen. Okay. So this one has just, oh, this is really in the groove on this 3 minute Renko here. So this is, this trade is in, okay? And this is a good example. With Renko, you got to wait for the block to change, to close. Okay, so right now we've had a great roller coaster today. Okay, so during the European morning, we've rode up, we've took profit, we've rode down, we've took profit. Now we've got a long trade and we're in long. Okay, we have to wait for this trading stop to print. We've got to leave the stop there right now. Okay, so this is just a great example of you know, of this indicator at work. I mean, this is phenomenal this week. Monday, Tuesday, we've got a tiny little win there. See the roller coaster comes down, it takes we got the entry there, Euro Japanese yen, it's pretty hot, it's not really, comes down, takes the trading stop out, takes the profit. Roller coaster turns around, comes back up again, we get the trade. Doesn't take the short here, but then when the roller coaster comes down the hill, it goes back up the hill, we get the long, we get the profit. We then get to the top of the hill, we come back down again, we take the short, we take the profit. And now we are in this current trade. Simple as that. So doesn't matter, futures and Forex, it's good for that. No, it's for day trading only alerts. So for me, I'm quite lucky. I've got a lot of screens, so I can keep an eye on those to do that. But in reality, once you're in the groove and you're trading full time, if you're just trading European Japanese yen, you get this chart off to one side and just keep an eye on it. For me, to be honest, I don't have many alerts on, because if I'm actively trading, I'm in front of the computer. I've got my 6 screens open. I've got my auto traders running now on NinjaTrader and TradeStation. I've got my crypto chart over here in front of me. I will have my my futures charts on these different tabs. I've got another one to the left. I've got stocks on the top left. I've got futures down the bottom left, and above me I've got another one. And what's in the groove today, that's what I'm trading. It's different times of day. So when I was trading live with that on Monday, I was looking for those range breakouts. So I was looking for gold pit open. I was looking for that range breakout. We then traded the index range breakout as well. We did a bit of expert algo, but I was looking at specific times of the day, specific types of strategies. And talking of that, I am live again on demand next Monday, and I'm gonna give you the registration link. Okay, so it's on demand. What it is my I just traded with my inner circle over the last few years or so, but what I've started to do now is open up some of those sessions to other people. It's not free. My inner circle pay me a lot of money every year to trade with me. Okay, not just stocks, it's futures, it's crypto, it's everything. So what I do is probably 4 or 5 times a month, I open up that trading session for $60. Okay, and Monday's session, so that's Monday the 7th. This is the registration link if you want to join me. If you want to join me, fine. To be honest, I've done probably 2 or 3 so far since the new year, and they've all been winning days. All been great days. We just had an order cancelled there, so I just want to see what happened now on the NinjaTrader. Order cancelled. What was that one? It was on the MES. Right. Okay. I've got to look at the logs for that to see what happens. Again, this is why we're still in the testing phase. Max daily strategy loss amount -35 hit. Good. That's working now. So what we do is part of that, part of the auto trading strategy is I put this very tight just so we can test. If you've got a daily loss amount in ticks, for example, for that particular strategy, we can set that. And what we're doing when we're optimizing this, we're trying to figure out which is the best one for the most sort of wins or the highest profit factor. So at this moment in time, this particular one, MES, is set at -35. So when that gets hit, we just wanted to make sure it takes out the stop loss order, but takes out the trade, and it worked. Okay, so you can see that it's not just about back testing, It's about letting these things run and making sure that it's doing what it should do. Obviously, we wouldn't usually put the stop that tight and the max daily strategy loss amount, but we need to make sure that everything works. It's good back testing it for 2 years, put it through machine learning, but we need to make sure that everything works as it should do. And so far, so good. We just got the stop losses, which are annoying me at the moment. For that initial order, so we're getting there. We're doing good. Okay, guys. Anybody got any questions? I've done an hour. It's 7:30 p.m. here, and remember, this session's for you. Okay, I've tried to sort of run through quite a bit of back testing today with different indicators, combining indicators, and that sort of thing. Okay, so Bob, for the range breakout, the strategy has been designed for 5 minutes on metals and energy, 10 minutes on currencies, and 15 minutes on indexes. That's the strategy I've traded for quite a few years, and those are the timeframes I've found are the best consistently to do it. You can mess around with it if you want. You can put an opening range on 3 minutes and play around with it. All I'm saying is this is what I prescribe with that opening range, because that's the ones I've traded for a long time. And those are the time frames that we'll be using to actually develop an auto trader for it as well this year. So again, that's where we are with those time frames for the range breakouts. The data's the data. You should be on the exchange data or the exchange timings. Okay, you need to figure out when those are. At the moment, you can see my computer on certain charts. It's at the 1931. Okay, for my time. So if I was doing range breakouts, I've just got to change the time. Okay. To New York Gold for the right time. Okay, so when I go into here, I just need to change those timings. Okay, you don't need second tier, because to be honest, on a 5 minute time frame, as you can see, in reality, there's a lot going off. It's not going to be instant, even if when we do the auto traders, there will be a certain amount of give, so it may be 3 ticks above that particular opening range. If it's green, we go long. In this case, it wouldn't have been taken, and so on and so forth. Okay, you don't need ultra rapid data to trade that. Excuse me, I just need a drink of water. So again, when you're looking at MNQs, these are all on the indexes. These charts are all on the 15 minute, because that is the time frame for my range breakouts. Okay, on the YM here, it was green, but we don't go long into resistance. It came back down, it tested the bottom of that opening range. We've come back up, we're breaking out the top of the range. The range is green, but we're going into resistance. We don't take the trade. Look at that short that we discussed right at the beginning of the session now. It's come up, still lower than average volume. It's started to come back down again. Freaky that. The manager's doing his job. Okay, any more questions before I go? No. Cool. So the recording will be on the YouTube channel, because I was live on the YouTube channel, so it's going to be there. If you want to look back through those things, remember, it's finding the groove is very important in trading, whether you're using a roller coaster or something else. It's about finding the groove, and in a lot of the cases, I've found the groove for you. Okay, so whether it's the range breakout, the harmonics, You know, I've found the groove. I've done most of the work for you. A lot of with the roller coaster, you have to do a little bit more work, especially with the Renko, just to find the groove. And we went through that today. It's not difficult. Just count the winners. Look at the win percentage. It's in the groove. Go. Anything over 70% is fantastic. Yeah. When we're getting 80s and 85, so it's not that difficult. So I'm going to leave you now. I'll see you next month, unless you join me in a live trading next Monday. There's one next Thursday as well. I'll put the link in there. Okay, I'm going to give you the website here, Andrew. All the XBRAT indicators are on xbrat-trading.com/home. Okay, put that in there as well. So all the indicators, the manager and everything's all in there. You can rent to buy. So you rent it over 12 months, then the lifetime license is yours, or you can buy a lifetime license. Okay, and that's that. I think for me, I've done that so I can allow people to get the set of indicators. So you can get XBRAT algo, range breakout, Elliott wave, and you're renting them each month. So you're earning money while you're using them. And at the end of the year, at the end of the 12 months, the lifetime license is yours. Okay. So great being with you all, guys, again. Hopefully see you next Monday. If not, it will be in March, the month of my birthday. So I want birthday presents, guys, please. Okay. Right. I'm going to get going. Speak to you all really soon. Cheers, Bob.